welcome back to Game Galaxy, and today I'm talking about the Final Fantasy XV Platinum demo. I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, but I've been absent from the series since Final Fantasy XII, and I've been thoroughly intrigued by 15 over the years, but I never got to play the official 15 demo, and I kind of stayed away from it because I wanted to wait and experience for myself, but I tried this Platinum demo, and it put a smile on my face. You awake to find yourself taking control of a young boy named Noctis in your dreams, and you're being led by your dream guide, which is this super cute Fennec Fox looking creature. I really love the graphics because sometimes games on PS4 try to overdo it with detail and ends up looking like an aliased mess, where this has the smooth anime type face textures that just produce an overall clearer image, making it that much more wonderful. And the water movement physics is some of the best I've seen in video games. I found myself enjoying just walking around and running through water, just being amazed at how beautiful it was. As you run through the first part of the demo, you run across a bunch of switches that speed up the time of day and change the weather to really give you a full taste of the game engine, and it's nice to see what environments will look like in a dynamic day and night cycle. There was also no voices, which I personally liked, and your dream guide connected to you through a phone and text. I'm sure there'll be voice acting in the game, but I'd rather read text. As I said before, that I feel like sometimes when you read text, you're able to internalize it better and just create your own character in your mind, and I feel like it's more powerful. But I'm sure they're gonna have voice acting. The music is really good and gave a nice adventurous Final Fantasy feel to the game. Since I've kept myself from a lot of information about Final Fantasy XV, I wonder if dreams will be a huge plot point in the game, because if it is, that would be extremely cool and I would love that, and I feel like it would make a refreshing return to fantasy and adventure. The knee-jerk reaction to playing this was like, oh man, it's like Kingdom Hearts, but after you spend some more time with it, it really isn't like Kingdom Hearts at all. Combat is less of a button-mashing fest, and there are a variety of weapons and items and magical items you can use. Noctis can transform into different things throughout his dreams, such as toy cars and many different creatures. What's fun is the plates that would turn you into these creatures were random, so each time I played this, I turned into a different creature each time. The number one reason why I'm excited for this game is because I knew I was going to make this video, so I was really trying to be alert so I could judge it, and I found myself getting lost in the experience and spirited away into the dream world, and that gives me really high hopes for Final Fantasy XV, to be able to just sweep you off into this magical, fantastical world. That is what makes a great Final Fantasy. The last section of this demo shows a giant titan of an enemy, and your dream guide proclaims that it will protect you, and suddenly Noctis transforms into adult, and this is where we get to experience the combat of Final Fantasy XV, which is really awesome when you get the hang of it. You just can't blindly mash the attack button. You have to know when to attack and when to dodge his attacks, and initially I didn't catch on and got hit a lot, but once you get the hang of it, it's a really great system. Of course, there are some attacks that can't be blocked or get away from, and that adds a bit of a turn-based role-playing mixed into real time, which is an interesting concept. After you make quick work of the beast, you transform back into a child and make your way to the end of the demo. As the demo ends, it asks you to name your spirit guide, and then the demo ends. After all that, I'm left wanting to experience more, and I'm not gonna lie, it felt a little bit like Kingdom Hearts, but I definitely think it was different enough not to just be labeled as a Kingdom Hearts clone. And being like Kingdom Hearts isn't a bad thing, because Kingdom Hearts is a great game. It's just Kingdom Hearts 2 that sucks, in my opinion. But is anyone else excited for Final Fantasy XV? I am wondering, is this going to be the game that returns Final Fantasy to its former glory of magic, adventure, and just majesty that Final Fantasy once held? I don't know. We'll see. I hope it does. It comes out September 30th of this year, 2016, and I hope that it really does bring Final Fantasy back to its roots of majesty and adventure. We'll have to wait and see, but until then, I'll see you in the dream world.